All right, today we're going to talk about the hail call. I know a lot of people say, hey man, ducks don't do that in the woods. They don't do a hail call, and you're absolutely right. A duck does not do a hail call in the woods, period. But what a hail call is, and what it's designed to do, is it's designed to break ducks. And so people wonder, how does it break ducks? Well, it's a frequency. I mean, that's pretty much all I can say. Your duck call is an instrument. I believe that sound that we put out, if you put it out correctly, it's a frequency that they hear, and it just breaks them. I mean, there's been a debate whether or not the ducks do that in the woods. You hear people say, they talk about the competition callers, how, we do things that is unrealistic. Ducks don't do that in the woods, and et cetera, et cetera. But as far as that goes, like I say, it's about, the hail call is about a frequency that if it's done correctly, those ducks, it just pulls them in like they're hooked on a string. So this whole debate about dun, 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 dun. Listen, I'm telling you right now, that works in the woods. When you hit it right, those ducks will break around. Now, there's one. It's going to be two that I know, probably about two different types of hail calls you're going to do. One is going to be for open water, when you're hunting water where you threw your decoys out there, and I mean you can see clear across the lake, or you can see other guys down 100 yards, 200 yards from you, just open water. I'm not talking about the sea duck type of stuff. This is all we're talking about: puddle duck, mallard duck. All right, but then you have the hail call that you will hit in the timber. So the one that you hear on the Main Street stage, the that one is going to be one I would suggest you use on open water. I would suggest you use that one in the woods. And I have a call here. I'll hit it for you real quick. All right. Call's kind of dull a little bit. I ain't changed out the cork in it, but anyway, you get the point. That long drawn out one is going to be the one I would suggest you use in open water. Why? Because of the frequency. Once again, it's open. Barometric pressure could be high. You need them ducks that you see out there to hear your call before they get on down and somebody else get a chance to call them. I have broke ducks heading towards another spread by hitting that call, hitting that high ball. And I mean, they broke around, locked up, and came back to us, and we were able to get them. So the point is killing ducks. All right. If we want to get into this debate whether or not that sounds like a duck, whether or not a duck does it or not, well then, hey, you debate that while we hit this hail call, and we're gonna break the ducks. You'll be the guy that's over there in that water debating whether or not that works, and we'll be the ones killing ducks. So anyway, that open water one, the high ball that you hear Main Street is what I would suggest you use on open water. Then you'd have the more subtle hail call that I'd say use that in timber. That'd be something like this. So it's not as ringy. It's a little bit more realistic. But once again, the frequency is still there. So that one right there in the timber, maybe even tight sloughs. You got trees in the background, around you, something like that. You can use that there. But once again, this is about the hail call. Hail call is effective. It has been proven to be effective by many, many duck hunters. I've used it. I know it's effective personally. For many years, I've used the hail call to break ducks. I'm not saying that's what you have to do every time you see ducks, but if you just so happen to look up, you may be chopping up with your boys in the blind, and you look up and those ducks are past you, and I mean they're on it. Hit them with that hail call. Hit them with that hail call. A lot of guys just want to go straight to quacking. You can forget that, bro. They are gone. They're downwind. They don't hear that. So try the hail call, especially on a day where barometric pressure is, kind of low. That ceiling is low, what we call a ceiling. And you hit them, man. Everything is right there. They can hear it, and they're gonna get interested. They're gonna get curious because at the end of the day, they're just looking for company. They're looking for a place to rest. Like I say, they could be, looking for a place to eat. They could be looking for a place to rest. So if you give them that idea that, hey, we're over here or the party's over here, might get you a chance at killing some birds that day. Anyway, hope you liked that video about the hail call. Simply put, hail call is effective. It's about a frequency. Use it.